language lovers. Welcome back to English 360 Podcast, the place where we don't just learn English, we learn how to live in it. I'm your co-host, Mia.
And I'm Alex. Listeners, thank you for making us a part of your week, whether you're commuting, working out, or just relaxing with a hot cup of coffee.
You know, Alex, every week we talk about subjects that truly matter in our lives. From navigating a new city to cracking that perfect job interview. But today, we're diving into a topic that touches the heart. Something that changes our daily routines and fills our homes with unconditional love.
That's right, Mia. We're talking about finding our perfect furry soulmate. It's a decision many of us face filled with excitement, maybe a little anxiety, and a huge dose of responsibility. This isn't just about picking an animal, it's about choosing a lifestyle.
So get ready to explore the loyal wags, the silent purrs, the messy fun, and the quiet comfort that comes with sharing your life with a companion. This is more than a debate. It's a journey into the world of pets, passion, and priorities.
Whether you're leaning towards a dog, your best friend for adventure, or a cat, your independent, charming roommate, we're here to help you weigh the scales.
Settle in, because this is the English 360 podcast, and we're about to ask the question that has divided households for centuries: dog or cat? Alex, it's great to connect with you again. How have you been lately? I hear you've been pondering a big question.
Yes, this puzzle has been on my mind for quite some time. I really want to get a pet recently, but I'm torn between getting a cat or a dog.
That truly is a classic conundrum. Let's dedicate today's episode to this discussion. Cat or dog? Alex, why are you thinking about getting a pet?
I'm currently living by myself. Sometimes when I come home, I realize how quiet the house is. I think if there was a little animal around, the house would feel much more warm and lively. What about you?
Me too. And I believe that having a pet can help me become more responsible. Taking care of it every day, the feeding, the walks, the playtime. This will be great practice for me.
Exactly. Having a pet is more than just fun. It's also a serious commitment. It's like raising a child who can't speak.
So,
Yes, but I really need to decide which is a better fit for me, a cat or a dog.
since you brought it up, let me start by talking about getting a dog. I used to have a dog at home named Lucky. He was a golden retriever.
A golden retriever? That big, friendly breed?
That's right. The best thing about owning a dog is how incredibly loyal they are. You walk through the door and they greet you with a wagging tail, absolutely thrilled. They're happy when you're happy, and when you're feeling down, they'll lie down quietly by your side. It feels very comforting.
I feel like a dog is a true, faithful companion.
Absolutely. And having a dog can make you healthier because you have to take them for a walk or to the park every day. That way, you also get regular exercise and fresh air.
That's so true. I've heard many people say they shed pounds after adopting a dog. Dogs are also smart. You can teach them tricks like sit or shake hands and even fetch a ball. It's really enjoyable to interact with them.
I understand those perks, but owning a dog also comes with its drawbacks.
Of course. The biggest challenge is that they require a huge time commitment. Walking the dog every day, rain or shine. If you have a demanding job and are short on time, it can be tough to own a dog.
Yeah, a friend of mine has to get up at 6 in the morning to walk the dog and walk it again when they get home at night. They feel more exhausted than when they're actually working.
And dogs need a fair amount of space to move around. If you live in a small apartment without a yard, It might not be the most comfortable environment for the dog.
Plus, they bark, right?
Definitely, some breeds are more prone to barking. If your neighbors aren't fans of noise, it can cause issues. And they thrive on company. If you leave them alone at home for long stretches, they can get lonely and might even chew things up.
Oh, wow. It sounds like owning a dog is no small feat.
So let's discuss cats. I have a friend who has a cat named Ginger, simply because it's an orange tabby.
Yes, raising a cat is completely different from raising a dog. Cats are independent creatures.
Independent? What does that mean exactly?
It seems cats are better suited for city life than dogs.
Cats don't typically behave like dogs. They won't rush over when you call. They might just pretend not to hear and continue their own business. But if you treat them well, they'll show you affection in their own way. For instance, they'll rub their head against your legs or jump silently onto your lap for a nap.
That sounds a bit like one of my friends.
Another potential issue is their claws. Cats love to scratch things, like sofas, curtains, and even your clothes. You will need a scratching post and to train them. Otherwise, your furniture could be ruined.
Ah, yes, I forgot about that.
Also, some cats have very long fur. You'll need to brush their coat frequently. And cats have diverse personalities. Some are shy and take a long time to warm up to you.
Hearing all of this, I feel like owning a cat is not as simple as I thought.
It's true, Mia. We've talked a lot. Have you reached a decision yet?
I'm still a little on the fence, Alex. What do you recommend I choose?
I think you should first ask yourself a few questions.
3 questions to guide your decision. First, how much time do you have? If you work 9 to 5 and frequently pull overtime on weekends, a dog, which needs a lot of time, might be hard to manage. If you have a stable daily routine where you can regularly take your pet out to play, then a dog would be a good fit.
Well, time really is a big factor.
Second, what are your lifestyle habits? Are you a homebody or someone who enjoys exercising? If you're a homebody, a cat would be a great companion. If you love outdoor sports, a dog will be your best buddy.
I think I'm more of a homebody.
Third, what is your living situation like? Do you live in a large house or a small apartment? If you live in a small apartment, the cat will feel more comfortable. If you have a big yard, the dog will be happier.
I live in a small apartment. The answer then seems quite clear.
You figured it out yourself. I think you are better suited to be a cat owner.
However, I want to stress one more point. Whether you choose to get a cat or a dog, take it seriously. They are not toys, but living beings. You must be prepared to give them a lifetime of happiness.
Well said. That is the most crucial thing. Owning a pet is a commitment.
Yes. And before you finalize your decision, you can visit some pet shops or animal shelters. Spend more time with both cats and dogs. You might just find out which animal you connect with most.
That's a fantastic idea. I'll check out an adoption center tomorrow.
Alex, speaking of visiting the shelter, I have a friend who adopted a kitten from one. The cat was very scared when it first arrived, hiding under the sofa and daring not to come near anyone.
It sounds a little heartbreaking, yes.
But my friend was very patient. They talked to the kitten every day and gave it tasty treats. Slowly, the kitten began to trust them. Now, the cat is extremely affectionate, sleeping on their lap daily.
That story is so touching. Many people like to buy purebred pets, but shelter animals are equally adorable. They just need a loving home.
They do. Adoption not only gives them a second chance at life, but it also gives you a special partner with a unique history.
That makes sense. I'm more inclined to get a cat now, but I still want to ask you one question. If you had to choose one, would you get a cat or a dog?
That is a tough question. If I lived in the countryside with a spacious yard, I would definitely get a big dog to run and explore with every day. But if I lived in the city, I'd probably choose a cat. It's quiet and independent, and it could keep me company on many quiet evenings.
You still love both, but your answer is very practical. It tells us that what we choose to feed is essentially choosing a lifestyle.
That's right. Getting a pet is essentially choosing to co-create your own story with another life.
I see. I think I need to reflect carefully on what kind of life I truly want.
Okay, that concludes our show for today. Thanks for listening.
See you in the next episode.
Bye-bye.
Bye.